Most people chase success as if life were a race, but that effort often blocks the very results they want. What if the real power to create is already inside you, quiet, immediate, and waiting to be switched on? Quantum manifestation starts the moment you stop chasing and start aligning. One single inner shift can rearrange opportunities, relationships, and unexpected breakthroughs faster than years of struggle. This is not theory or wishful thinking. It's a practical way to let your subconscious unlock hidden strength you didn't know you had. When you learn to direct this invisible current, doors open where walls once stood. Money flows with less resistance. Connections appear just when you need them. Life begins to match the picture you carry inside. As you follow this journey, you'll feel how simple actions, like setting a clear intention or welcoming silence, can create changes that feel almost supernatural. And here's how you stay part of this unfolding. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. By doing so, you feed your own field of manifestation, keep these insights arriving in your life, and join a community that multiplies results for everyone. The greatest illusion of modern life is believing that each person lives inside a separate bubble. Spirituality shows that this sense of separation is only a smokescreen. Quantum physics has already proven that everything in the universe vibrates within one invisible field. This network connects thoughts, emotions, and events, even when they seem far apart. Once we understand this, we see that the law of attraction is not magic, but a natural reflection of this unity. Imagine two people thinking about each other at the exact same moment, even if they are in different countries. This kind of synchronicity is no coincidence. It is a sign that manifestation is taking place. The energy linking them works like a cosmic Wi-Fi that never switches off. When you nurture feelings of gratitude and love, the frequency you send reaches the other person instantly. That's why spirituality recommends practices like meditation and collective prayer. Anyone seeking financial success or deep relationships needs to grasp this truth. No one manifests anything alone. Even the morning coffee you drink involved farmers, transporters, and shopkeepers. Realizing this changes your inner vibration because it brings humility and gratitude. And according to the law of attraction, gratitude is the fuel for manifesting opportunities. The illusion of separation also feeds fear. When someone feels that the world is against me, they close the doors of their own energy. Instead of attracting abundance, they broadcast distrust. A simple exercise is to write down 3 moments every night when you notice the universe working in quiet cooperation. This habit not only strengthens spirituality, but also retrains the mind to see life as a true team effort. Even communication science shows how deeply we are connected. Words carry a vibrational power that influences other people's emotions. A single sincere compliment can brighten someone's entire day, changing the chain of events for them and for you. Once you understand this network, manifestation stops being a lonely wish and becomes conscious co-creation. It's fascinating that modern technology confirms what spiritual masters have long taught. Social networks, for example, reveal links between strangers within seconds. This is just a visible metaphor for what the law of attraction does in the unseen. If the digital world can connect millions, imagine the quantum field working beyond space and time. One practical way to experience this unity is guided meditation. By closing your eyes and focusing on your breath, you begin to feel your physical limits expand. It's as if your body merges with the surroundings. This deepens spirituality and strengthens manifestation because it calms the ego that tries to keep everything separate. Another key is empathy. When you truly listen to someone without judgment, you open an energy channel that strengthens the bond between consciousnesses. This accelerates the law of attraction because the vibration of understanding is highly magnetic. Reading books like The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle helps develop this presence. Nature also teaches this lesson. A forest shares nutrients through its roots, forming a huge underground network. Older trees send sustenance to the younger ones. This green internet is living proof that separation is only an appearance. Drawing inspiration from this model reinforces manifestation by awakening the certainty that the universe also supports us. People in business can apply this principle by forming strategic partnerships. Instead of competing, focus on collaboration. When two companies unite with a genuine purpose, the energy of abundance multiplies. That is the law of attraction at work in the marketplace. Spirituality reminds us, prosperity that is shared is prosperity that lasts. The fear of losing ground is another trap created by the illusion of separation. It makes people think they must fight for every opportunity, but manifestation flows more easily when you trust that the universe is limitless. A helpful practice is to list moments when something came to you unexpectedly, even when it seemed impossible. This vision also transforms how we handle conflicts. Instead of thinking me against them, we can ask, what is the whole trying to teach me? This simple shift of perspective is powerful for spirituality. It turns friction into steps toward manifesting creative solutions. Conscious breathing practices like pranayama reinforce the awareness of unity. Every inhale reminds you that the same air circulates through all living beings. Meditating on this truth opens the mind to the law of attraction because it feels already connected to what it seeks.
Music can also act as a portal. Listening to binaural sounds or mantras helps you tune in to the vibration of your desired manifestation. These rhythms reach deep layers of the subconscious, dissolving the false idea that you are alone on your path. It's the science of frequencies working hand in hand with spirituality. When a person recognizes themselves as part of a greater living system, anxiety fades.
They realize they don't have to control everything because the universal network is already at work. This strengthens faith in the law of attraction and makes manifestation feel effortless. Even the global economy illustrates this principle. A product made in Japan can influence someone's daily life in Brazil within hours. This material interdependence mirrors the invisible energy field that connects all events. Understanding this makes spirituality feel concrete and practical. This truth is even clearer in romantic relationships. The bond between two people can be felt across any distance. Loving thoughts travel like instant messages. Using the law of attraction with positive visualizations is a powerful way to nurture this connection. Dreams also reveal this deep link. How often have you dreamed about someone only to receive a message from them the next day? Experiences like this show that consciousness moves beyond borders. Strengthening spirituality by keeping a dream journal can enhance the manifestation of signs and opportunities. Understanding the illusion of separation is not just theory, it's a change in lifestyle. In every action, you start to ask, how can I collaborate with the whole? This mindset creates a different magnetism, one that the law of attraction recognizes and returns as abundance. Once you sense that everything is connected, the next step is to explore how this link works on a microscopic level. That's where the science of quantum entanglement comes in, revealing that manifestation has much more solid foundations than most people imagine. When people first hear about quantum entanglement, it sounds like science fiction. Imagine two dice that you throw in different cities. The moment one shows a 6, the other lands on 6 at the exact same time. No delay, no signal traveling. This is not a metaphor. It is how certain particles behave in real laboratory tests. For anyone exploring spirituality, the law of attraction, and manifestation, this isn't just physics trivia. It is a clue that reality is built on instant connections. Physicists proved this strange link decades ago. Alain Aspect's famous 1982 experiment showed that particles can remain bonded even when separated by kilometers. No classical explanation fits. Energy moves in ways that ignore space and time. If matter behaves like that, think about how thoughts and emotions, which are also forms of energy, might interact with the universe. This is where science and spiritual practice begin to meet. Picture your mind as one of those dice. The moment you make a strong decision, say to start a business or begin daily meditation, the universe rolls its matching die. The response may not look like a glowing sign in the sky, but unexpected meetings, ideas, or coincidences often appear. People who work with manifestation notice these patterns. They are not coincidences. They are echoes of the entanglement principle. To feel this in daily life, try a simple experiment. Before meeting a friend, spend a few quiet minutes picturing the conversation flowing with laughter and understanding. Notice how often reality mirrors the image you set. This is not mind control, it is resonance. You and your friend are like paired particles. Your focused intention nudges the shared field where both of your experiences unfold. Even modern communication hints at this deeper truth. A text message travels through wires and satellites, yet it still takes seconds. Entangled particles need zero time. If physical matter can exchange information instantly, how much faster might pure consciousness work? Spirituality calls this the quantum field of manifestation, a realm where the law of attraction operates beyond the clock. Think of relationships that last across continents. Two people often feel when the other is happy or sad, even without contact. Science might call it emotional resonance. But the quantum view suggests something more profound. The bond is not emotional only, it is energetic. When you send loving thoughts, you are participating in an entanglement far more real than most realize. This understanding can reshape the way you approach goals. Instead of pushing with anxiety, you can create an inner state that the universe instantly mirrors. Entrepreneurs use vision boards for this reason. Athletes visualize winning moments. They are not just motivating themselves, they are activating a network of invisible connections, allowing opportunities to align faster. One striking example is the double slit experiment. Light behaves like particles or waves depending on observation. That means consciousness is not a bystander. It changes outcomes. If watching a beam of light can alter its pattern, your focused attention can also guide how events crystallize in your life. This is the physics behind practical manifestation. Parents often notice a silent link with their children. A mother may wake up seconds before her baby cries, or call at the moment her grown child needs comfort. Quantum entanglement offers a scientific window into such everyday miracles. It shows that love and awareness create channels beyond ordinary distance. The dice metaphor helps explain another point: the importance of clarity. If you keep shaking your intention, wanting abundance one day and doubting the next, the quantum field receives mixed signals. It is like rolling dice again and again before the result can settle. Staying steady in thought and emotion is essential for the law of attraction to work. Music can be a playful way to experience this principle. Create a playlist with songs that embody the feeling of your desired future. Play it daily, letting each note anchor your focus. Over time, coincidences begin to cluster around that emotional frequency. The songs become a subtle but steady message to the universe. Much like entangled particles stay in silent contact. Consider also the timing of opportunities. Sometimes a job offer or partnership arrives precisely when you need it, as if prearranged. Skeptics call it luck, but the entanglement perspective suggests your earlier intentions prepared a direct route. By choosing faith over doubt, you keep that route open. Daily mindfulness strengthens this process. Spending a few minutes each morning breathing deeply and visualizing a calm, abundant day sets a quantum template. The field adjusts instantly, even before your first email or meeting. This is practical spirituality, clear, grounded, and supported by what physics is revealing. Investors and innovators already apply similar thinking. They anticipate trends not only with data, but with intuition sharpened by quiet focus. They act when signals line up, as if an unseen conversation with future events has already taken place. That's a business version of manifestation powered by quantum entanglement. Another simple practice is synchronized intention with friends or family. Choose a shared goal, like collective healing or a creative project, and dedicate a short time each day to picture it as complete. Groups across the world report remarkable results. Whether you call it group prayer or focused meditation, it reflects the law of attraction at work through entangled minds. Even challenges fit into this picture. Sometimes the universe delays visible results to strengthen your trust. Think of it as two dice staying suspended mid-air until both sides are perfectly aligned. This waiting period is not failure. It is an active phase of manifestation where unseen adjustments occur. Reading stories of pioneers can inspire your own experiments. Books on quantum physics by authors like Brian Greene or Carlo Rovelli translate complex findings into everyday understanding. Mixing that knowledge with spiritual classics creates a powerful toolkit for anyone serious about turning ideas into reality. The beauty of entanglement is that it erases the old border between science and spirituality. Instead of two separate languages, we find one deeper conversation about energy and consciousness. The more you engage with this concept, the more natural manifestation feels, like a law of nature rather than a wishful thought. As you practice, remember that consistency is key. A single strong thought can spark change, but daily alignment keeps the channel clear. Small actions, writing intentions, speaking affirmations, or sharing gratitude are ways of keeping the dice perfectly paired. The field is ready to respond in real time. Understanding quantum entanglement sets the stage for an even more surprising idea, that consciousness is not locked inside the brain. The next insight shows how your heart and mind extend far beyond your skull, shaping the universe as surely as it shapes you. For generations, people thought consciousness lived only inside the skull, like a candle in a closed lantern. Yet research now shows awareness is more like a vast field that extends well past the brain. Studies from places like the HeartMath Institute prove the human heart creates an electromagnetic field measurable several feet away. This discovery shakes old beliefs and opens doors for deeper spirituality, the law of attraction, and powerful manifestation. Think of the heart as both a physical pump and a broadcasting tower. Every beat sends not only blood but subtle information into the environment. When someone walks into a room and you instantly sense their mood, you are reading this invisible broadcast. Your own field works the same way, shaping events and drawing in experiences that match its signal. This is manifestation happening quietly, moment by moment. Imagine starting your day with worry. Your heart's field carries that anxious frequency into every meeting and phone call. People may react more defensively without knowing why. Switch the scene. Begin with gratitude and calm breathing. The room feels lighter, conversations flow, and chances for cooperation appear. That is the law of attraction working through biology as much as through thought. Meditation is one of the simplest tools to expand this influence. Sitting for 10 minutes, eyes closed, focusing on slow heartbeats, you create a coherent field that radiates peace. Scientists call it heart-brain coherence. Spiritual mentors see it as aligning inner and outer worlds for faster manifestation. Either way, it's a daily practice that pays off in clearer intuition and steady confidence. Parents and teachers can use this in real life. Starting a class or family breakfast with 1 minute of silence lowers collective stress. Kids become more receptive, adults less reactive. The invisible but measurable field created by calm hearts sets a cooperative tone. This small ritual shows how spirituality and science work side by side. Consider athletes who describe being in the zone. Their brains don't just react. Their entire nervous system synchronizes with the environment. A surfer catching a perfect wave or a pianist improvising flawlessly feels guided by something larger. That state isn't magic. It's consciousness stretching beyond neurons, an example of manifestation in real time. Your subconscious mind joins this process. It stores memories and habits and constantly talks with the body. When you change a deep belief, say from "I'm unlucky" to "life supports me," the shift is broadcast through the heart field. The universe answers with matching circumstances. This is the law of attraction expressed through physiology. Practical steps help lock in that change. Write affirmations by hand to anchor them in muscle memory. Pair them with breathing techniques like box breathing. Inhale for 4 counts, hold, exhale, hold. The rhythm synchronizes heart and brain, making each statement a stronger signal to the quantum field of manifestation. Group meditation multiplies the effect. Research shows when communities meditate together on peace, crime rates drop temporarily. These results hint that human consciousness can reshape shared reality. They invite everyone to see spirituality and manifestation, not as private escapes but as community tools for transformation. Technology also offers a bridge. Biofeedback devices that track heart rate variability give real-time proof of emotional shifts. They teach how quickly the body responds to intention. Using such tools daily turns abstract spiritual ideas into visible progress, inspiring consistent practice in the law of attraction. Dreams provide another doorway. During sleep, the analytical brain quiets and consciousness explores wider dimensions. Many creative breakthroughs and deep healings start in dreams. Keeping a notebook by the bed and writing down even fragments trains the subconscious to reveal guidance that supports manifestation goals. Music can help access these deeper layers. Listening to slow, harmonic pieces or chanting soft mantras entrains the heart to steadier rhythms. Over time, you may notice calmer mornings, more balanced reactions, and clearer intuitive nudges. These are subtle but real markers of consciousness extending beyond mental chatter. Even business leaders are noticing. Some include mindfulness breaks and gratitude sessions in meetings. They report sharper decisions and more inspired teamwork. What once sounded mystical is becoming part of leadership science, another sign that manifestation works through both the spiritual and the practical. Parents with newborns often sense when their baby is about to wake, even from another room. Couples sometimes call each other at the exact same moment with the same thought. Such experiences hint that consciousness is not confined to nerve cells. They are everyday reminders of a vast shared field. This broader view of mind changes how we handle challenges. Instead of rushing to fix everything with logic alone, we can pause, breathe, and invite insights from this larger awareness. Answers often appear as sudden clarity, creative ideas, or chance meetings that advance manifestation goals more smoothly than pure effort could. Books like The Heart Math Solution or Becoming Supernatural by Joe Dispenza offer practical guides to these practices. They blend measurable science with inspiring stories of transformation. Reading and applying their exercises helps anyone move from theory to daily experience of the law of attraction. Simple morning rituals strengthen the effect. Before checking messages, sit quietly, place a hand on your heart, and think of 3 things you are thankful for. This single act changes your biochemistry and the electromagnetic field you carry into the day. It is a short, powerful step toward consistent manifestation. Consider also acts of kindness. Paying a compliment, holding a door, or sending a quick thank you email radiates positive energy that travels further than you can see. Each gesture is like a pebble dropped in a still lake, creating ripples of alignment and opportunity. Spirituality and science agree on the impact. Seeing consciousness as a vast network gives hope in uncertain times. It means you are never powerless or alone. Every thought, feeling, and small act contributes to a collective field where manifestation becomes a shared adventure. This perspective naturally leads to a deeper question. If mind is not limited to the brain, how does the subconscious act as a receiver and transmitter for these universal signals? The subconscious mind never sleeps. While you are busy with daily tasks, it scans memories, beliefs, and patterns, constantly sending out invisible signals. Think of it as a giant antenna, always broadcasting and receiving frequencies that match your deepest convictions. This is where spirituality, the law of attraction and manifestation quietly take shape, long before you notice any visible change. From childhood onward, every word you heard, every feeling you stored, became part of this antenna's wiring. If early experiences taught you that money is scarce or love is risky, those lessons still hum in the background. They send a low, constant vibration that shapes how opportunities find you. Recognizing this hidden broadcast is the first step to turning the subconscious into a powerful ally. Daily life proves the point. Have you ever decided to buy a certain car and suddenly noticed it everywhere? Your conscious choice tuned the subconscious dial, and now the antenna picks up matching signals. The same mechanism works for bigger goals like starting a business, writing a book, or attracting meaningful relationships. The field answers the frequency you keep alive. This is why simple, positive thinking often falls short. Repeating "I'm successful" while secretly fearing failure is like trying to send a clear radio message through static. The law of attraction responds to the strongest signal, and the subconscious usually wins. To create lasting manifestation, you have to rewrite those deeper patterns, not just cover them with nice words. One practical way to begin is journaling. Write down persistent worries, then challenge each one. Ask, where did this belief come from? Is it even true? Bringing these thoughts to light weakens their hidden power. Over time, your antenna begins to shift, and new opportunities start showing up with surprising speed. Visualization works in a similar way. Picture the life you want in rich detail, sights, sounds, and feelings. Do it daily, especially when waking or before sleep, when the subconscious is most open. Athletes, artists, and entrepreneurs all use this technique. They aren't daydreaming. They're installing new software in the deepest layers of mind. Meditation is another powerful rewiring tool. Even 10 minutes of quiet breathing signals safety to the nervous system, softening old fear patterns. Guided meditations that combine affirmations with calming music can create long-lasting changes in how your antenna transmits. This is manifestation supported by both science and spirituality. Pay attention to your words as well. Everyday phrases like "I can't afford that" or "I'm always late" are subconscious scripts. Replace them with language that opens doors. "I'm learning new ways to increase income," or "I arrive at the perfect time." Over weeks, these micro-adjustments build a stronger, clearer vibration for the law of attraction to amplify. Your environment plays a role too. Surround yourself with people, books, and music that match the energy you want to live in. A single inspiring conversation can plant a seed that grows for years. Choose mentors, whether in person or through their writings, who reflect abundance, kindness, and purpose. Your subconscious antenna will naturally tune to those higher signals. Nighttime is an especially fertile period. As you drift into sleep, the conscious guard relaxes. Setting a gentle intention, like replaying 3 things you're grateful for, programs the subconscious to work on them through the night. Many find that creative solutions or fresh motivation appear in the morning. Evidence of overnight manifestation. Physical movement can help too. Practices like yoga, tai chi, or even mindful walking integrate body and mind. They loosen the grip of old memories stored in muscle and tissue, letting new frequencies settle in. Think of it as cleaning and upgrading the antenna so it can send a stronger call to the universe. For deeper reprogramming, some explore neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, or emotional freedom techniques, EFT. These methods combine focused thought with physical action, like tapping on energy points, to release stubborn beliefs. Whether scientific or spiritual, the goal is the same: to give the subconscious a new script for manifestation. Acts of service are another subtle way to change your inner broadcast. Helping someone without expecting a return creates a vibration of generosity. The universe reflects it back through unexpected kindness and opportunities. This practice blends spirituality with real-world impact, strengthening the law of attraction from the inside out. Music again proves valuable. Soft instrumental tracks or binaural beats can open a relaxed state where new affirmations sink deeper. Create a playlist that matches the life you want, peaceful for calm, upbeat for creativity, and let it play as you write or rest. The subconscious listens even when the conscious mind drifts. Regular gratitude rituals keep the signal clean. Each morning, write or speak 3 things you appreciate. This habit builds a steady current of appreciation that attracts more to appreciate. Over time, the subconscious adopts gratitude as its default setting, which naturally supports powerful manifestation. Remember, change is gradual. Old beliefs may rise like static at first, testing your resolve. Stay patient and consistent. Just as a radio station needs fine-tuning to come in clearly, your subconscious antenna strengthens with steady practice. The law of attraction rewards those who hold the signal. Dream incubation can deepen the effect. Before sleep, pose a question like, "What next step will lead me to abundance?" Keep a notebook nearby to catch any insights upon waking. These dream messages often contain creative solutions that the conscious mind would overlook. Even small daily actions, keeping your workspace tidy, eating nourishing foods, maintaining supportive friendships, send cues to the subconscious about order and worthiness. Each choice reinforces a frequency that says, "I'm ready for growth." Manifestation then becomes the natural next chapter. Ultimately, the subconscious is not a locked basement of hidden fears. It is a dynamic transmitter, eager to follow your lead. By feeding it new stories and steady emotions, you become the chief engineer of your personal broadcast tower. The universe listens and responds at the speed of thought. As this antenna grows stronger, you will notice how old limits lose their grip. This opens the way to explore why certain childhood patterns still try to repeat themselves, setting the stage for the next insight about the cycles of limiting beliefs that can quietly steer an entire lifetime. Limiting beliefs often start quietly in childhood and run on autopilot for decades. A single comment like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," can settle deep in the subconscious and guide every financial decision. These ideas work like background apps on a phone, draining energy and shaping reality even when you are unaware. For anyone seeking growth through spirituality, the law of attraction and manifestation, spotting these loops is essential. Think of a person who grew up hearing that success comes only with endless struggle. Even when opportunities appear, they may hesitate, feeling something is too easy to be true. This hidden script blocks manifestation because the inner signal says effort must equal suffering. Recognizing that inner voice is the first step to changing it. Cycles repeat because the brain loves familiar patterns. It prefers a predictable discomfort over the unknown. That is why people often choose similar jobs, relationships, or even setbacks. From a spiritual point of view, each repetition is an invitation to rewrite the story and raise the vibration for new manifestations. Practical awareness begins with daily reflection. Keep a small notebook and write down moments when you feel stuck or when fear stops you from acting. Ask, whose belief is this? My parents'? A teacher's? Seeing these thoughts on paper weakens their grip. Over time, the subconscious antenna starts broadcasting a different frequency. Meditation adds another layer of insight. 10 quiet minutes focusing on breath can reveal hidden memories behind those beliefs. Maybe a harsh comment from childhood still echoes. When you witness it without judgment, the energy behind it begins to dissolve. This is spirituality in action, directly supporting manifestation. Consider the belief that good relationships always end badly. Someone carrying this script might sabotage promising connections or attract partners who match the expectation of disappointment. Conscious dating choices help, but deep work, such as therapy or guided visualization, is key to break the cycle and allow the law of attraction to bring healthy love. Financial patterns show the same principle. People who secretly feel unworthy of wealth may spend impulsively or overlook opportunities. They may even reject offers of help. Writing new affirmations like, "I welcome prosperity with ease," and pairing them with steady budgeting habits creates a new inner soundtrack that supports abundance. Community plays a powerful role in transformation. Sharing experiences in a support group, spiritual circle, or even a trusted friendship creates accountability. When others mirror back how often an old phrase like "I can't" appears, change speeds up. Collective encouragement is part of manifestation's design. Physical cues often signal these cycles. Tight shoulders, recurring headaches, or stomach tension can be the body's way of replaying fear-based memories. Practices like yoga, tai chi, or gentle stretching help release those stored messages, clearing space for fresh beliefs to settle in. Books and guided programs can be allies. Works such as The Untethered Soul or exercises from cognitive behavioral therapy teach how to separate identity from old stories. Blending these with spiritual rituals, like candle meditations or gratitude journaling, bridges science and spirituality for lasting manifestation. Every limiting belief has an emotional charge. When that charge fades, the belief weakens. Techniques like EFT tapping or somatic breathwork help neutralize intense feelings, letting the subconscious rewire naturally. These approaches prove that manifestation isn't only mental, it involves the whole body. Small victories matter. Each time you act differently, saying yes to a chance, speaking confidently in a meeting, you teach your brain a new normal. Celebrate these steps. The subconscious antenna records every success and gradually prefers the higher frequency pattern that draws better opportunities. Sometimes the universe offers gentle tests. A familiar challenge reappears, giving you a chance to respond with new awareness. Passing these tests strengthens your signal for manifestation. Instead of feeling punished, see them as progress markers showing that your spiritual growth is real. Daily gratitude is another powerful tool. By writing 3 fresh things you value each night, you prove to the subconscious that abundance is already present. Over time, this habit rewrites scarcity scripts and invites more experiences to appreciate, aligning perfectly with the law of attraction. Music and environment matter too. Play uplifting sounds while cleaning or working. Rearranging furniture or adding fresh colors can break visual habits that keep old beliefs alive. Even small shifts signal to your subconscious that change is welcome and safe. Dreams often reveal hidden cycles. Before sleep, set an intention like, "Show me the belief I'm ready to release." Keep a journal by the bed. Morning notes can uncover memories or symbols that point to the next belief ready for transformation. Dreams become partners in manifestation. Helping others is a surprisingly strong way to rewrite old narratives. Acts of service, like mentoring, volunteering, or simply offering a listening ear, create new identity statements. I am generous. I create value. The subconscious embraces these fresh truths and begins to attract situations that confirm them. Patience is key. Some beliefs have decades of momentum. They may return in waves before finally dissolving. Trust the process. Each moment of awareness is progress, each small action a victory in the journey of manifestation. As you gain freedom from these cycles, you start to notice a deeper pattern. The universe itself seems to respond to your growing clarity. This leads naturally to exploring the scientific foundations, experiments and theories that show how consciousness interacts with matter and why your thoughts truly can shape reality. Modern physics gives powerful support to ideas once reserved for spiritual teachings. Experiments like the double-slit test show that light and matter can behave as particles or waves depending on observation. In simple words, consciousness is part of the equation. This is not a poetic guess. It is repeatable science pointing toward the same truth long explored in spirituality, the law of attraction, and manifestation. Picture shining a beam of light through 2 tiny slits. When no one measures it, the light creates an interference pattern like overlapping ripples on water. The moment you watch, the pattern collapses into neat lines. Observation itself changes the outcome. This startling fact hints that every intention we hold can influence reality in ways we are only starting to measure. Alain Aspect's 1982 research on quantum entanglement deepened the mystery. He demonstrated that 2 particles remain connected no matter how far apart they move. Change one and the other responds instantly, faster than any signal can travel. For those practicing manifestation, it suggests that thoughts and events can interact beyond space and time. Other scientists have explored consciousness directly. Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff proposed that microtubules inside brain cells might host quantum processes. Erwin Schrödinger spoke of a single mind underlying all minds. While theories differ, they share a radical idea. Consciousness is woven into the fabric of the universe, not a side effect of the brain. Consider how this plays out in daily life. A person visualizes a new job and suddenly meets someone offering the perfect lead. Classical physics might call it coincidence. Quantum thinking allows a bigger explanation. Your intention nudged the field, aligning circumstances through unseen connections. Spirituality calls it manifestation. Physics calls it non-local correlation. The placebo effect is another bridge between science and mind. Patients often improve after taking a harmless pill simply because they expect healing. Their belief changes measurable chemistry in the body. This is everyday proof that consciousness can shape physical outcomes. Exactly the principle behind the law of attraction. Heart-brain research adds more evidence. The HeartMath Institute found that the heart generates a magnetic field hundreds of times stronger than the brain's. Emotions like gratitude and love create coherence in that field, influencing not only personal health but also interactions with others. This is science confirming that feelings broadcast energy. Meditation studies show similar effects. Brain scans of long-term meditators reveal increased gray matter in areas linked to memory, learning, and emotional balance. Such changes reshape how the mind perceives and responds to life, creating a fertile ground for manifestation. Science and spirituality meet again in these findings. Consider synchronized global meditations where crime rates drop for a day or two. Even critics admit the statistics are intriguing. Whether one calls it collective consciousness or field effect, the implication is that focused intention can affect society at large, evidence of a law of attraction operating on a community scale. Entanglement and coherence also apply to business and creativity. Entrepreneurs often report flashes of insight at the exact moment a partner miles away thinks of the same solution. Teams in creative flow finish each other's sentences and innovate faster. Physics calls it quantum coherence. Spiritual teachers see it as manifestation at work. Books like The Holographic Universe by Michael Talbot or The Field by Lynn McTaggart gather many of these discoveries in plain language. Reading them not only inspires but provides a practical map for applying science to daily spiritual practice and the law of attraction. Technology continues to confirm old wisdom. Quantum computers, for instance, rely on superposition and entanglement, the same principles spiritual seekers use when they talk about infinite possibilities. What once sounded mystical is becoming part of engineering and everyday tech. Even biology reflects quantum behavior. Photosynthesis in plants shows evidence of quantum coherence, allowing energy to find the fastest route with near-perfect efficiency. If leaves and sunlight use these laws, why not human consciousness aiming for growth and manifestation? Small personal experiments can make these ideas tangible. Spend a week setting a clear intention each morning and record coincidences. Patterns often emerge faster than chance would allow. Treat these notes as scientific data. The evidence of manifestation builds paragraph by paragraph in your own life. Skeptics sometimes worry that blending science and spirituality means leaving reason behind, but the scientific method itself starts with curiosity and observation, precisely the attitude a seeker brings to manifestation practices. You are invited to test, not just believe. Remember that science keeps evolving. What is impossible today may be standard knowledge tomorrow. Quantum physics was once unthinkable. Now it drives electronics and medicine. Likewise, the power of consciousness might soon be as ordinary as electricity. This perspective makes spiritual growth both exciting and grounded. Practical applications appear everywhere. Mindful breathing to reduce stress hormones, intention setting to improve focus, even group visualizations for social change. Each case is a small but real demonstration of how thoughts and energy shape outcomes. As researchers dig deeper, they find ever finer links between mind and matter. From the tiniest particles to human choices, the message repeats: observation and intention matter. For those practicing the law of attraction, this is encouraging evidence that manifestation is part of nature's design. All of these discoveries lead naturally to the next step, using frequency itself, thoughts creating emotions, emotions shaping vibration, as the active ingredient in manifestation. In other words, science is now catching up with what spiritual masters have said for centuries, setting the stage for exploring how to manifest through frequency with even greater clarity. Everything in the universe vibrates, From spinning galaxies to the cells in your body, all matter moves in rhythmic patterns. Thoughts create feelings, and those feelings generate a measurable frequency. This is more than poetry. It's physics. Understanding this connection is a turning point for spirituality, the law of attraction, and practical manifestation. Picture a radio. To hear a jazz station, you tune to its frequency. Your life works the same way. If your inner signal is tuned to gratitude and confidence, you naturally pick up matching events, helpful people, perfect timing, new opportunities. If the signal is fear or scarcity, you'll catch more of the same static. This simple analogy captures the core of manifestation. Daily moods are like constant broadcasts. A rushed morning filled with irritation can ripple through the whole day, attracting more small frustrations. On the other hand, beginning with a few minutes of calm breathing or uplifting music sets a frequency that draws smoother encounters. Small choices early in the day have big quantum effects. Gratitude is one of the fastest ways to raise frequency. Writing 3 things you appreciate each night trains the brain to focus on abundance. Over weeks, your subconscious adopts gratitude as a default setting. This isn't just positive thinking. It's a consistent signal that the universe mirrors back in the form of new blessings. Love and compassion are even stronger. Studies measuring heart energy show that loving emotions create a coherent electromagnetic field. People around you literally feel safer and more open. When you live from this state, the law of attraction accelerates. Opportunities arrive as if they were waiting for that very vibration. Sometimes negativity sneaks in unnoticed. Old fears, gossip, or endless scrolling on bad news can lower your frequency. Awareness is key. Check in a few times a day and ask, what am I broadcasting now? If it's heavy, pause, breathe, and think of one thing you truly enjoy. This quick reset stops negative manifestation before it gathers speed. Visualization is a powerful amplifier. Close your eyes and imagine your desired reality with sound, color, and emotion. The richer the detail, the stronger the signal. Olympic athletes and successful entrepreneurs use this method, not as fantasy, but as mental rehearsal that aligns mind and matter. Sound itself carries frequency. Chanting mantras, listening to solfeggio tones, or playing gentle drums can shift energy in minutes. Choose sounds that match the feeling you want: peace, creativity, courage, and let them guide you. Your subconscious antenna picks up the vibration and sends it outward. Food and movement affect frequency as well. Fresh, natural meals and daily exercise keep the body's cells vibrating at higher levels. Think of it as fine-tuning your instrument. A nourished body holds intention better, allowing manifestation to unfold with fewer obstacles. Even the spaces where you live and work broadcast energy. Cluttered rooms can trap stale vibrations. Regularly clearing and decorating with colors that inspire you keeps energy fresh. Add a plant or a small fountain to invite flow. These simple acts tell the universe you're ready for movement and growth. Community rituals add collective power. Group meditations, healing circles, or even weekly gratitude calls with friends create a shared field that strengthens each participant's frequency. Many report synchronicities like sudden job offers or reconciled relationships shortly after such gatherings. Technology can help track your progress. Devices that monitor heart rate variability or brainwave patterns show how quickly your body responds to positive emotions. Watching numbers improve builds confidence and turns the law of attraction into something you can literally measure. Remember that contrast is part of growth. Occasional challenges don't mean failure. They're chances to test and stabilize your frequency. When something unexpected happens, respond with curiosity instead of panic. Each calm response teaches the universe that your new vibration is steady. Morning rituals are especially potent. 5 minutes of silent breathing, followed by a clear intention spoken aloud, set a frequency that shapes the next 24 hours. Think of it as sending a daily program to the quantum field. The more consistent the practice, the clearer the results. Acts of kindness are instant frequency boosters. Pay a compliment, share useful knowledge, or help a stranger without expecting thanks. These small gestures create a wave of goodwill that circles back in surprising ways. They are practical, joyful tools of manifestation. Even work tasks can become frequency training. Approach an email with patience or a meeting with openness, and watch how colleagues respond. The law of attraction isn't limited to meditation mats. It thrives in everyday choices and professional settings. Reading inspiring material before bed also keeps your signal high through the night. Choose books or recordings that lift your spirit and remind you of possibility. As you sleep, the subconscious continues broadcasting that elevated vibration, attracting matching events while you rest. Over time, these habits create a lifestyle where high vibration feels natural. You begin to notice how effortlessly solutions and coincidences appear. The universe is not suddenly kinder. You are simply tuned to a clearer channel where manifestation flows. As your frequency stabilizes, life brings new kinds of challenges, tests that seem designed to confirm whether your vibration is solid. Understanding these universal tests is the next step, revealing how to meet obstacles with faith instead of fear so your creations can fully take form. When you raise your frequency and start manifesting new opportunities, life often presents what feels like a test. It is not punishment, it is confirmation. The universe checks whether your new vibration is steady or just a passing mood. Understanding this principle helps anyone practicing spirituality, the law of attraction, and manifestation stay calm and focused. Imagine deciding to leave an unfulfilling job. Within days, you may face a sudden expense or a tempting offer to stay where you are. These events are not coincidences. They are chances to prove that your decision is real. Responding with trust, instead of fear, locks in the higher frequency and signals that you are ready for the next chapter. Relationships reveal similar patterns. After choosing to welcome healthy love, an old partner might reappear with promises of change. The test asks, will you fall back into familiar drama or hold steady for the relationship that matches your new energy? Passing this test keeps the channel open for true manifestation. Financial growth often triggers its own exams. Suppose you finally save a significant amount. Unexpected bills may show up, tempting you to believe money always slips away. How you react decides whether abundance continues to flow. Choosing calm planning and gratitude tells the universe you trust the process. Tests can also show up as delays. Maybe a project stalls or a dream job takes longer than expected. The waiting time strengthens patience and faith. Spiritual teachers compare it to baking bread. Opening the oven too soon ruins the loaf. Staying confident while results mature is part of the law of attraction. Practical tools help. When doubt appears, write down 3 recent signs that your manifestation is working, like helpful coincidences or supportive conversations. Reading the list quickly restores confidence. This simple practice proves that progress is happening even when final outcomes are not yet visible. Body awareness offers another clue. Fear often tightens the chest or speeds breathing. When you notice these signals, pause for deep, slow breaths. This tells both your subconscious and the quantum field that you choose trust over panic. Calm action is a strong message to the universe. Tests sometimes involve people close to you. Friends or family may question your new habits or dismiss your goals. Instead of arguing, share your vision gently or stay silent and consistent. The real proof is in the results you manifest. Over time, even skeptics may ask how you did it. Think of these moments as strength training for the soul. Each successful choice builds spiritual muscle. Like an athlete adding weight, you expand capacity for bigger manifestations. Without resistance, growth would be shallow and temporary. Music and art can support you during tough phases. Uplifting songs, inspiring podcasts, or even a walk in nature restore inner balance. These small rituals keep your vibration high so that the law of attraction continues to work behind the scenes. Sometimes the test is subtle. A sudden feeling of doubt or a vivid dream may challenge your clarity. Treat these experiences with curiosity. Ask, what is this teaching me? Often the answer reveals a final piece of preparation for your goal. Acts of kindness help too. Serving others during your own waiting period reinforces abundance thinking. It proves to your subconscious that you trust life enough to give even before receiving. This is powerful manifestation in action. Technology can also assist. Keep a digital journal of wins and synchronicities. Reviewing past evidence during stressful times boosts confidence and shows that each test eventually leads to a breakthrough. Physical movement is another ally. Exercise, yoga, or simple stretching releases stress hormones and grounds your energy. A balanced body supports a steady mind, making it easier to pass tests with grace. Tests can involve sudden choices. A surprising job offer in a different city, a new partnership, or a last-minute travel opportunity might appear. Pause and listen to intuition. If it aligns with your deeper intentions, say yes with courage. The universe rewards decisive faith. Reading or listening to inspiring stories during these periods keeps motivation alive. Biographies of people who turned obstacles into stepping stones remind you that tests are part of every great success. They encourage persistence until manifestation fully unfolds. Remember that every test is tailored. What challenges one person may not bother another. The key is noticing patterns and trusting that nothing random is happening. Each challenge is a custom message from the universe confirming your readiness. Passing test doesn't require perfection. It asks for alignment. Even if you feel doubt, taking small faithful actions like sending a resume, finishing a course, or simply resting in gratitude shows the universe you mean what you intend. Consistency speaks louder than momentary feelings. As you prove the stability of your new vibration, obstacles naturally transform into stepping stones. Life starts flowing with less friction and more clarity. The final step is learning to release control completely, aligning and surrendering so that manifestation becomes effortless and continuous. Manifestation reaches its highest power when desire and trust walk side by side. Alignment means your thoughts, emotions, and actions all point in the same direction. Surrender means you stop gripping the outcome so tightly that fear can sneak in. Together they create a state where life can deliver results faster and with less struggle. Think of a sailboat. Alignment is setting the sail toward the chosen island. Surrender is letting the wind carry you without constantly yanking the ropes. In spirituality and the law of attraction, both steps matter. If you steer obsessively, you fight the wind. If you never choose a destination, you drift. The magic is in combining intention with ease. Many people confuse surrender with giving up. It is not passive. It is active confidence. You decide clearly what you want, then release the timeline and the exact path. The universe might surprise you with something better than your original plan. Manifestation thrives on this flexible trust. Daily habits help create alignment. Begin mornings with a short intention ritual, saying aloud what you're creating and feeling it as real. Then, live the day as if it's already unfolding. Answer emails with patience, greet people warmly, and treat small tasks as part of the bigger picture. Each action becomes a vote for the future you choose. Gratitude is the anchor. By thanking life for what you already have, you signal completeness instead of lack. The law of attraction reads that as readiness for more. A simple practice is writing 3 things you appreciate every evening, reinforcing alignment and deepening surrender. Sometimes the universe checks your trust through unexpected delays or detours. A missed flight, a postponed meeting, or a sudden rainstorm might redirect you toward a better outcome. Instead of frustration, try curiosity. What opportunity is hidden here? This mindset keeps frequency high and manifestation flowing. Breathing exercises strengthen the art of letting go. Inhale deeply, hold briefly, then exhale longer than the inhale. This pattern calms the nervous system and trains your subconscious to release tension. The more relaxed the body, the more natural surrender becomes. Acts of kindness also play a part. Helping someone spontaneously affirms abundance and interconnectedness. You prove to your own mind that life is rich enough to give freely, which reinforces alignment with positive outcomes. Imagine launching a creative project. After careful planning, you finally publish it and resist checking metrics every hour. Instead, you keep creating and trusting. This balance of action and release is what turns ideas into sustained manifestation instead of one-time flashes. Nature is a great teacher. Trees don't force fruit to grow. They simply stay rooted and open to sunlight and rain. Walking in a park or forest can remind you of this wisdom. Let each step be a silent affirmation that you too can grow by allowing. Music and art support surrender. Gentle instrumental tracks or soft chanting relax the mind, letting inspiration and solutions rise naturally. Many people report receiving fresh ideas or sudden clarity while painting, playing an instrument, or simply listening. If doubt appears, welcome it kindly. Say to yourself, "It's okay to feel uncertain, and I still choose trust." This small self-talk keeps you from feeding fear. Remember, alignment is not about never wobbling. It's about returning to center more quickly. Even in busy workplaces, alignment is possible. Before a big presentation or negotiation, take a brief pause to breathe and recall your main intention. Carry that calm focus into the room. Colleagues sense the steadiness, and discussions often flow more smoothly. Night rituals reinforce surrender. Before sleep, visualize your desired outcome wrapped in soft light, then mentally place it in the universe's hands. This gentle routine tells your subconscious that the work is done for the day, allowing dreams and deeper processes to support manifestation. Physical movement also helps. Yoga, stretching, or a quiet walk releases stored tension and reminds the body that life is a partnership, not a solo race. A relaxed body sends clear signals of trust to the quantum field. Reading stories of people who followed unexpected paths, entrepreneurs, explorers, artists, shows how alignment and surrender create remarkable results. These examples feed both faith and imagination, key ingredients for manifestation. Sometimes the best action is joyful distraction. Cooking a favorite meal, spending time with loved ones, or playing a game can loosen the mental grip on outcomes. When you return, solutions often appear as if by magic. That's surrender quietly doing its job. Alignment and surrender also heal relationships. When you release the urge to control someone's choices and simply offer support, connections grow stronger. The law of attraction responds by bringing people who respect and mirror this healthy freedom. Eventually, life starts to feel like a dance rather than a battle. You set intentions, stay alert, and move with whatever rhythm the day brings. Challenges still come, but they feel more like steps in a graceful choreography than obstacles. This is manifestation at its most natural. As this dance continues, you sense the journey isn't just about goals achieved. It is about a deeper transformation, living in harmony with a responsive universe. That insight naturally prepares you to integrate everything learned and to inspire others with a conclusion that invites them to act and share their own awakening. You've just walked through a complete journey, seeing how science and spirituality meet, how thoughts and emotions shape reality, and how to stay steady through every universal test. Now the question is simple. What will you do with this knowledge? Will you keep it as theory or turn it into daily practice so the law of attraction and manifestation truly transform your life? Start small, but start today. Choose one action, 5 minutes of morning breathing, a nightly gratitude note, or a quiet walk to set your intention, and do it with full presence. Each choice sends a clear signal to the universe that you are ready for change. Ask yourself, which old belief am I willing to release right now? What new reality am I ready to welcome? Your honest answers are the key to unlock hidden power. If this message spoke to you, let's stay connected and keep growing together. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share your insights in the comments. Activate notifications so you never miss new teachings that deepen spirituality, sharpen the law of attraction, and guide powerful manifestation. By interacting, you help this wisdom reach more people, and you reinforce your own commitment to a life of conscious creation.